I didn't break it. I hit the fucking mute button. Because I'm a genius. I was wondering why she couldn't hear me. It's because I accidentally hit my fucking mute button that is directly on my fucking microphone. Took longer than we expected. We've already lost a lot of time talking to the Inquisition, but we should be free to roam around now. Where should we go first? Crime scene sounds like a good start. We still need to figure out what actually happened. Ruby said that the body was found in lecture hall 2B. God damn it! Just gotta look at Cam 2B, then get a little surprise. It's me. Sorry, my mic is super sensitive. I forgot to turn it down. But I can't turn it down with that, so. That's in the west wing of the school. Alright, that seems like a good place to start. Oh, we're never gonna see the actual corpse, huh? Hey, stop right there! So you try to enter the class? Yeah, I'm the defense attorney for the accused. We have the right to investigate the scene. Yeah, from what I heard, the kid doesn't have an attorney yet. Right, you haven't been able to talk to Willis about that yet. It's quite alright, let them in. Fuck yeah! Hey Dev, how you doing? You just got here in time to see me geek out about this woman. Fuck yeah, I love her. Fucking queen. Queen, queen, queen. What a queen. The queen. It's the queen.
For some reason I never thought to give these guys British accents.
Devin, you recommended I play this game and you knew what this was gonna do to me. We have established I am so weak and gay. Look at this absolute fucking unit of a woman. Look at dude. How am I supposed to act?
Intimidating.
She is so good. Do not call me that. While you work under me, you'll dress me as Prosecutor Steelwind.
Demo. Also, howdy.
Hey James, how you doing? What's that smell? Don't worry, you'll eventually get used to that smell. What are you doing? What are you even doing here, Steelwind? I'm here to coordinate the investigation. Isn't that the Inquisition's job? Due to the circumstances, I decided to handle this case personally. I hope you're doing better soon. Well, since we've got you here, could we ask you some questions about what happened? Can I assume you're planning to defend this case? That would make you my opponent.
Smiley
face. What do I have to gain from helping you? Right. Fuck. However, I would be willing to answer your questions, but only if you answer some of mine as well. Oh, okay. What could she possibly want to ask you? I don't know, but look at this fucking absolute unit of a woman. Miss McCoy, it's my understanding you are adopted. Would you happen to know who your birth parents are? Hey, isn't that too personal of a question? You agreed to answer my questions, didn't you? But I didn't think you... It's fine, Tyrion. I'm fine with answering if it helps Wallace.
Thanks for streaming this right now, BTW.
Oh.
I needed to distract Ryan from my anxiety.
I am willing to be your distract, Ryan. I don't know who my birth parents are. I never tried looking for them. I see.
LOL.
God damn it, she's so perfect. Fuck, I'm so weak and gay. If I recall correctly, your spell compendium only contained one spell. Considering your upbringing, how did you learn Mage Blade in the first place? I bought a scroll from a merchant a few years ago. It had Mage Blade's spell formula on it, but I know more than one spell now, actually. I learned a few spells today. I'm sorry, spells as in plural. How long did it take you to learn these spells? A few hours, I think.
Anxiety about a certain final episode about a certain show about killing machines. in case you're wondering.
Oh dear.
Winky face.
Oh dude, I'm the same. The series, season 5 is the final season of my favorite episode, my favorite series of wow, my brain shut down. My favorite series of Star Trek. I'm gonna die when the series finale starts. What's that just now? I see. Well, I think that's all I need to ask for now.
Anyway, I'll shut up about it now.
No, don't worry. I want to watch Murder Drones. She's sharing information about the investigation for that. Why is she so interested in Celeste all of a sudden? She's a Steelwind. Celeste Steelwind. That's a cool name. I can't take it anymore. That smell is driving me crazy. What is that? From what I understand, there was a bit of an accident a few days ago.
I'd love to watch along with you.
Happened-
Beaming face with smiling eyes. We gonna have a big watch party once the series is out.
It happened during one of the classes that the headmaster was teaching. He misread the instructions for an alchemy experiment. As a result, he accidentally produced this rancid-smelling vapor. Vapor? It's not poisonous, isn't it? Is it? Course not. I wouldn't be standing here if it were. It's just extremely unpleasant to the senses. Do you know what happened here, Steelwind? Well, it all began when the Steel Watch received a call from the Academy. Supposedly there was an attack on the grounds and the entire building was put on lockdown. The City Watch set up a perimeter around the building while they waited for the system to be deactivated. What? Couldn't the Academy have let them in once the scene was secure? Not sure about the specifics, but supposedly the lockdown can't be shut down manually. You'll have to ask one of the Academy admins if you want to know more. Anyway, you two were also present during the lockdown, am I correct? Did either of you see anything suspicious? No, but we actually met the professor that morning. She was still alive then. See, that does match with the accounts from the other witnesses. Do you have any idea where she went after she left the library? She said that she was going to meet with the headmaster. He also mentioned that when I questioned him, she attended the meeting as planned. The headmaster met with Bellweather. You probably want to speak with him next. She must have found her way to the classroom afterward. Would you happen to have a map of the Academy? I do have extra copies if you'd like one. She's so fucking amicable. I love her. I'm so gay. Oh shit. Holy damn! Sorry, I just checked out what Deb just sent me. What is it? There's only one direct path from the headmaster's office to the lecture hall. But I wonder if she took any detours. Calling it right now. This is going to do a turnabout serenade and there's going to be like a secret entrance. Do you know about the body, how the body was discovered? 2 members of the kitchen staff spotted her and collapsed inside this room. They reported the situation to campus admin while they attempted to save her life, but it was too late. The professor had already passed away by the time any healers arrived. There's 2 staff members. Who were they? I believe their names were Valentina and Valerie Iannis. Apparently they're sisters. Oren was the one who collected their statements. Did you notice anything off about the behaviour? From what he said, they had a few quirks, but nothing too serious. Quirks? Told me that they were running and spinning around him during questioning. Oh, I'm so excited to meet these 2 weirdos. What does that mean? I have no idea. Perhaps they're still on edge after finding their co-worker murdered. We've already told the Inquisition this, but Wallace was with us the entire time. He couldn't have committed the murder. Yeah, he has a perfect alibi. Strong maybe, but his alibi is far from perfect. Miss McCoy told us herself. There was a small period of time where she wasn't with him. That may be, but unless his alibi is airtight, the evidence in this room proves that it was him. It will be easier to explain once you examine yourself. Fine. What did you learn?
Arcanum.
Was that
Do your own
Adriana?
examining.
Sorry, was that Adriana Figueroa? Hang on. That sounded so much like her. Give me a damn second. I gotta look this up. Celeste McCoy. Fucking fuck. Come on. Celeste McCoy. Voice actor. Jesus. Wow. There's nothing here. Fuck you. Hang on, this is very important to me.
So fun fact, Celeste's Repario Arcanum is voiced by Audriosaurus.
I fucking called it! Thank you, Hot Wired Gaming. How are you doing? I knew it! That sounded exactly like Adri. That had to be Adri. That sounded way too much like Adri. What was that? That is the incantation for the Detect Magic spell.
I know all the fun facts about this Gomer.
Detect Magic? Wait, does that mean... Yep, we can see magical traces while we're examining crime scenes now. Ooh! Thanks, Adri. Oh, they have books here too. They appear to be textbooks about alchemy. Oh, lame. Same. Painting of some sort of musician. Dev, do you think this is Johann? Dev, do you think that Dev, hey Dev, hey Dev, hey. Do you think that's Johann? Sorry, that's a stupid in-joke. Some text written below it. Dr. Nicholas Gosu, inventor of the arcane engine. His work revolutionized trade and travel across the seas. He was well known for not discriminating between the common folk and the nobility, judging his assistants based purely on their merit. When he wasn't conducting research within the Imperial Academy, he was known to compose symphonies for the king in his free time. That's just this world's
Pretty
version
sure
of
the
Leonardo.
paintings were Kickstarter rewards.
The lecture hall was a window with a view. I feel like I'd just stare out it all day if I had to attend a class here. You're not much of a student, are you? I just
Also,
can't
fun
spend
fact,
hours sitting in one place.
all these portraits are various crowdfunding backers. More or less just world building. Yet.
Interesting. She was pretty antsy while you were studying in the library earlier. If you learn so many spells if you're so distractible. I don't know. I just learned the spell formula and cast stuff. I see. Is that normal? I doubt it. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I already saw you, dude. This must be where the students sit during lectures. I can't imagine sitting in one place all day. Have you never attended a school before? No, we never had a proper school in Cornhaven. I mainly got my education from books that my parents bought from traveling merchants. What about you? I used to attend this public school in my hometown, but after Miss Timora adopted me, she handled my education personally. I like that nobody likes Timora.
I am also very glad you've met Eris.
Eris is a freaking weirdo. I love her. I can't believe the professor is dead. We just saw her this morning. There's a chalk outline here where the body was. That may appear. It appears that most of the blood came from her abdomen.
Eris is just a OHDEARGODWHYMAKEITSTOP normal sweet high school goth girl.
Okay. Is that where the fatal wound was? There's a lot of blood in this puddle, but there's no trail leading to it. There aren't any magic traces anywhere else in this room. I doubt the murderer used magic to clean it. Does that mean that the murderer attacked her in this room? Maybe, but it's hard to say for certain.
Repario Arcanum!
That's the first time I heard a text-to-speech voice read Zalgo text. Laughing face. At Hot Wired Gaming, I hope you stick around for more of the streams. I finished the games, but I don't know much about the BTS choices except the composer.
There's traces of illusion magic next to the body. We believe that the suspect donned an illusionary disguise immediately after murdering the victim. Using his disguise, he discreetly made his way back to the library unnoticed. Assuming that Wallace isn't the murderer, the real killer must have used a similar disguise, which means that no one would have seen him leave this classroom. It would be hard to find any witnesses that saw the perpetrator. What? What's wrong? There's a trace of necromancy on the body.
Well, one thing is that, unfortunately, it didn't get fully crowd-funded, meaning the budget is a bit sparse.
Yeah, I noticed. We noticed. I noticed. I noticed. Don't worry, I noticed. I'm trying to cut the game slack for that, but I noticed.
Made a comment on that and I loved it.
Necromancy? Isn't necromancy the type of magic that creates undead? She's not going to get up and walk away, right? We're honestly
Again
not
with
sure.
The necromancy. Tired face.
It's part of the reason why I've stationed myself here. What does that have to do with Wallace? Oh, you didn't know! Wallace Nightgrave is a necromancer. We believe that he drained her life force completely using the necromancy spell. Yeah, that's not surprising. I gave that spell to Yuriko, like...
But the game sold well enough that I believe the sequel is not only confirmed, but will also be fully funded.
Okay, that's good. I hope the game is a little more... not visually impressive. That's
Cool.
not the word I want to use.
Laughing face.
Something that didn't happen...
I am so freaking hyped.
Something that happened... Oh my gosh. Something that happened last stream that I brought up is there are weird corners that were cut in this game that I hope that they fix in the sequel. Because, like, the sprites are gorgeous. I don't want to say the sprites are lazy because they're not. They're beautiful and very, very, very detailed. But I feel like at points the game suffers for that because as beautifully detailed as they are, they could have made them less detailed and had them have more expressive animations. Like her hair, that you can see individual strands, and that's especially visual with Tyrion. But if we use this frickin' face, hang on, let me pull her up. Image source, browser. I hate to use this, but...
Yeah. It's more like standard visual novel sprites with minor mouth animations.
Yeah. Whereas I feel like... Oops. Like, since the game is based on Ace Attorney, we're going to use Ace Attorney as a reference. Maya's hair is pretty much just one big piece with, like, the two little strands in the middle and then this stupid thing in the corner. I feel like if they had done something like that, instead of making it very detailed, they could have done more expressive animations. But I'm not, like, upset. I already know why they did that. That's why there are no visible wounds. There's an autopsy
that's an
report.
HD sprite, right?
No,
and I have seen a couple things that indicate there will be better animations next Tim.
It's not an HD sprite, it's just her official artwork from Spirit of Justice when it was first coming out. But I mean, I can get her official sprite, it's not that hard. Ew, wait, no, that's the ugly version. Hang on, let me get the good version. Oh, wait, the good versions aren't on here, and they only have the crappy versions. Ugh. Hey, fucking Ace Attorney wiki, update your sprites. Yeah, this is her official sprite, and again, it's all one piece with the exception of the two things. Like, you know, cutting corners is why they have such expressive animations. It's why I have Mayapog.
Thief Mayapog.
Died at 2:01 p.m. Body shows no signs of cuts or bruising. Alchemist report has verified death was not caused by poison or disease. Body shows traces of necromancy and illusionary magic.
Also, great to see someone else who's played this game to completion. I've been dying for someone to gush about this game too.
Join our server. We have a game spoilers chat. Y'all can gush to each other. Cause of death not apparent, but very likely to be necromancy magic. But in the modern day, even the Inquisition doesn't commonly deal with necromancy. They're all on edge about what other spells he might have used.
Yeah, I joined the Discord
so I'm here to make
server.
sure that nothing unholy happens to the body. But even if Wallace is a necromancer, aren't there plenty of other mages who can cast necromancy spells? This is an academy for mages after all. No, there are no laws against it, but the knowledge required to learn necromancy is heavily controlled. Don't chat in the DMs. We have a game spoilers chat for a reason. No one in their right mind would dare teach necromancy beyond basic healing magic.
Face.
Yeah, we were over this last
to
case.
Be extra sure.
Dev, how little do you trust me to not go through the fucking chat?
'Tis a mystery game after all.
Frankly, I'm surprised even one student at this school is allowed to learn it. Because of this specific piece of evidence, we know that he's the murderer. If you truly believe that, why don't you prove it? Okay. This was the other thing I pointed out last case was this. Like, the fact that there's nothing here written. There's just this large gap where nothing is there. It feels incomplete. Can I present her to you? I can barely trust that off to make me coffee.
All the mechanics, to be honest, but they're pretty cool.
Well, yeah, that's because she's smarter than them. Alright, bye. That's the foyer. That's the kitchen. Is that the headmaster? That guy is cool. I like him. Anyways, I want to go to the kitchen. I want to see if the girls are here. Looks like there's no one here right now. We should check somewhere else. Fine. Are you the butler or the headmaster? Headmaster. 88?! Bro, retire already! Bro is 88 years old! Okay, that was something I praised the game for yesterday. It's such a little detail, but I love it so much. And James can attest to this, that I praised the game for that. The ages feel somewhat realistic. Like, Ruby Tamura being the mentor at age 46, that makes fucking sense to me. As opposed to Phoenix and Mia, which is 24 and 27. Like, fuck you, she does not have that many more years of experience than he does. But this is 26-year difference. She's probably been doing this a long time. I can believe he's been taught by a expert. Like, that's something that the game does right.
This is also one of the tracks that wasn't by Shada Cicada or Insani Intharin.
I love speech chat sometimes. Insani Intharin. Also, it didn't even say
she
Shady
has years
Cicada.
of experience worth of intelligence.
To what way with pleasure. Oh, hi. What are you doing here? Think that one of my pride students would be accused of
geez,
murder.
not her. Neutral face. It's a licensed track that they liked so much and thought fit so well that they just kept it.
That's a pretty good one, yeah. How does the lockdown system work? It's an artificery system that covers the entire academy. In the event of emergency, I can activate it using this
I was about to
stone.
compliment it, actually.
Once activated, the system creates magical barriers throughout the building. It's designed to contain and protect each room in the building. Could a powerful mage breach any of these barriers? I doubt it. The barriers can withstand a great amount of force. Even block mages from teleporting through them. And once activated, even I can't turn it off for an hour. What can you tell me about Wallace? Earlier you said you was one of your prized students.
I'm personally a huge fan of the pursuit theme, which is called Attack of Opportunity.
I just need to understand, why did the prosecutor say that he was a necromancer? Because technically he is one. Necromancy is probably one of the most dangerous and most Wait, what the fuck is going on? Let me guess, this isn't gonna go to the very top? Fuck. Okay, so, you know, Eris told us he was a necromancer. Why is everyone acting like we don't know that? Thank you, Dicker
You have
Ladybot.
to drink water. And its variation with a sax instead of a violin, called Sax of Opportunity.
Sex of Opportunity? That was a stupid joke, I'm sorry. However, it doesn't control the forces of death, it also controls the forces of life. The truth is that healing magic is also
The sound
classified as
effect made it better. Laughing face.
Most healers don't care to admit it because of the stigma it has, but that's why Wallace is studying it. He wants to become a doctor. Aww.
Make sure to disengage or the soap will be a lot more slip-hurt. Putting the dumb in badum tish.
For years, he's been studying necromancy. Beyond basic healing magic, he believes that high-level necromancy could revolutionize modern medicine. Shut up, phone! Where are you? Oh yeah, you're on the floor, because I had to put you on the charger. Because you were at like 2%, because I had to do a bunch of shit on you. I had to find that stupid again picture. Where the fuck are you? Turn off, I already took the pill half an hour ago. Oh shit, actually, one second. Screen. Hang on.
Bob's head to the beat. Which one? Both is good. Gerald_Mountain in you bruh. Man face palming.
Guess who just picked up her brand new chair? Where the frig is the thing? There it is. There we go.
Yahoo.
Oh, that's so much better. Oh, that's so much better. Let's fucking go. He was mage born among the common folk. There seem to be a lot of those.
About the sax joke earlier. One of my favorite bands, The Sparks, has an album called Gratuitous Sax and Senseless Violins, LOL. Hi, by the way.
How you doing, Blake? Many of the faculty fear he'll use his knowledge to raise the army of the undead, just like necromancers of old. You mean like Nancy totally would if she weren't evil? Because Nancy would totally do that if she were actually evil.
I told you, man. I told you about that necromancy.
Nancy would 100% do that. That's the thing about my girl Nancy from our sacrifice campaign.
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm alright. Nancy would for fucking sure spawn an army of the undead if she were evil, but she technically isn't. She just isn't a good person. I would say she's neutral evil if I had to put her on that spectrum, where, like, she's not gonna go out of her way to do evil things, but she sure as shit isn't gonna hide from the evil shit.
An anti-hero, basically.
Kinda, yeah. The Imperial Academy isn't even permitted to teach its students beyond basic healing magic. Then why did you allow him to study it after everything that's happened? Oh, after everything that's happened to him, I made an exception. Everything that's happened to him? What did you do? I'm not at liberty to say more. You'll have to ask him if you wish to know more.
If you plan on defending Wallace, you'll need his spell compendium, am I correct? You may find that a bit difficult. You see, after a certain incident, he destroyed his compendium.
Why would he do that? Doesn't he need that to use magic?
A spell compendium is a device mages use to keep track of what spells they can cast.
It's really convenient for remembering formulas and incantations, but it's not actually required to use magic. I thought of destroying mine a long time ago, but they're really expensive. Luckily, I have an unattuned spell compendium right here. I'd be more than happy to give it to you if it helps Wallace.
Oh, thanks!
Wallace just needs to maintain physical contact with it for 10 minutes. After that, the spell compendium will attune to his magic. Just make sure that you don't let another mage like Celeste hold it. Once it attunes to a mage, no one else can use it. Okay, you need to stop doing that, lady. What can you tell me about Catherine Bellweather? Nothing. She was rather unpleasant to work with. Oh, was she a Karen? You might as well attend. Yeah, she was a Karen.
Is that actually part of the game?
Oh, I accidentally turned the sound down on my computer. Yeah, it's part of the game. She's just going full fucking Monica mode. As you saw this morning, she has a pretty evasive attitude toward the students. Many people in the school did not care for her. Maybe she wasn't the nicest person, but would that really be enough to motivate someone to murder her?
Grinning face with sweat. So normal.
Even made a habit of expelling those students for minor infractions. For commoners, magic can be our ticket out of poverty. You can't imagine how it'd feel to have an opportunity unfairly to take it away from
normal.
You. She put so much pressure on those students, some of them even left the academy of their own volition. They couldn't handle her constant verbal abuse. Ah, new Sprite. But even then, would that really be enough to motivate someone to commit murder?
The human psyche is a fragile thing. It's astounding what someone might do when pushed far enough.
What about her relationship with faculty? In some cases, it was
Thinking
worse
face.
than the students. Yeah, okay, I'm suspecting her. Okay, you, sir, are the headmaster. Fucking fire her. So she was a cunt. Hey, so she was a cunt, okay? Why are you not also a noble, dude? You run the fucking faculty. You run the building! I thought that you had a meeting scheduled with Professor Bellweather this morning. What time was this and when did the meeting end? It was scheduled for noon. She arrived on time and the meeting lasted until 1 p.m. Did anything seem off about it to you? No, she seemed her usual self. You detect a trace of fear, or is it nervousness? If you don't mind me asking, what was the purpose of your meeting? We had to discuss the routine administrative matters. Despite our personal disagreements, we knew to stay civil when discussing professional affairs. But to be honest, it did always feel like I was treading eggshells when speaking with her. God, I know that feeling way too well. I've done that way too many times with way too many people. So again, she was just a cunt. Professor Lucas Gilbert. Aw. Dang. It's a window with a view of the garden. The headmaster has a nice view from up here. Small table for guests. Is that wine? No, actually, it's just apple juice. Most of my guests are student, after all. Well, ferment it long enough and it'll become wine. There's a fireplace with some burning wood. It looks pretty cozy. At times, the art feels...
Superior Arcanum.
Nothing. Okay. Do you have anything to say about yourself? Dedicated my life to nurturing the knowledge in young mages. I hope to do that for many more. Evidently not, sir. Yeah, you're not deceiving shit, princess. I know everything about you.
You
Okay.
don't say.
Oh, she's just the Maya. This is literally... Okay. Hi, dude. Oh, Wallace must still be questioning. God damn it, what do I do then? Do I go back to the classroom? It's not what I meant to fucking do. Do you have anything to say about any of these people? No, of course you don't. Going to school here. Do you know about Catherine Bellweather? Fortunately, I did. Constantly clash with her over the treatment of the students. One of my biggest regrets is failing to remove her from her position before I graduated. I would say more, but it doesn't feel right to speak ill of the dead. Oh, fuck her. You know, fuck this woman. Fuck that woman. Do you have anything to say about Wallace? No. Of course you don't. Maybe there's someone finally in the kitchen? Guys, someone tell Phoenix I found another redhead.
Give Clover a second.
Oh my god. Hello? Now, please tell me everything. I'm deeply fascinated. Valentina Ioannis. Oh, you are mega cute. Oh, look at her. Oh, look.
Once again, I'm with you there. Oh well, if we're talking redheads, I've got a thing for the Discord.
Oh, you better say what I think you're gonna say. I'm scared to go into game spoilers, but at the same time, there's a certain redhead. There's a certain redhead that I have a reputation with.
Right. My sister and I were talking in the hallway from the kitchen to the west exit. We spotted the professor in the Albright classroom. She was lying on the floor and bleeding. We used the emergency communication device to call for help. While I was doing that, my sister tried to wake her up.
That would imply that Valerie thought she could be resuscitated. Did she know the professor was still alive or not?
We were not sure. She wasn't responding at all. She wasn't breathing and she didn't have a pulse.
What do you know about the suspect in this case? His name was Wallace Nightgrave. He's a student here.
He's that
In the
skinny kid,
creativity
right?
corner.
Oh, show me. I gotta see this. Whoops. Good shit!
It's
Look
not
at
who you
him!
thought. Winky face.
Look at that lad! Ooh! Oh, I love him! Oh, he's cute! I like him!
Whole imager folder of sprites.
What is Zelt is just wrong. What do you mean? That is not unhinged. Are you kidding me? Zelt calling that smile unhinged is fucking insane. That is the cutest smile I've ever seen in my life. Zelt just doesn't trust human beings. Wait. Oh no. I don't know what this edit is, but I'm scared to see it. Alright. Hang on. I need to look. Who is General I know he's probably a Star Wars thing, cause yeah. Oh, okay, I see. I see, okay, I get it. He's the guy who says General Kenobi in the hello there. Okay. Anyways, yeah, Zelt is wrong. That smile is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. That is the most wholesome baby. I love her. She can do no wrong. I love you. You're adorable, and I love your outfit, and I'm gonna draw you as soon as the game is over. Yet another set.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it anymore.
Most well known for this will make a fine addition to my collection.
She was a horrible person. She was really terrible to all of us. Yeah, she always treated us like her personal servants. Sometimes she made messes on purpose just so she could order us to clean it up. Probably sounds terrible, but I'm sure a lot of people are glad she's gone.
Oh, sweetie. Did you ever feel like your job was at risk because of Bellweather?
Yes, actually. She was planning to fire all of the staff.
Oh, what? 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 Okay, fuck this woman. Fuck her. Fuck her and fuck you. Show me your smile. No, I want you to smile at me. Want her to smile.
I also happen to be a redhead myself, though it's gotten more auburn with time.
Ah, I'm glad I'm not. Oh, look at fucking. She's so cute.
I love how Clover wants this woman to smile. so she immediately shows the goth GF.
Listen, I'm a simple person. I see goth chick and I present. Yeah, I already talked to you about that. Alright, well, if I can't make you smile, I'll go seek out your sister. 2H, 2F, 2D, 2B. There's no C. That must be storage.
Repario Arcanum.
Now that I can do it, I'm just gonna do it in every fucking room.
Look how cute she is. Go.
Repario Arcanum.
So she's covered in magic. Several commonly used ingredients are close to the cooking area. Barrel full of some sort of drink. It's probably not lotus juice, Celeste. It's a plate of bread. They probably serve it as a side to the entrees. What?
Remember when we went to that fancy restaurant?
You just kept ordering breadsticks and butter. The bread is free. I might as well take advantage. Tyrion is so me. I hate how much I love
Tyrion
that.
gets me.
You know eating that many
LOL.
carbs isn't good for you.
Yeah. I am Tyrion. There's a rack of cooking implements hanging from the wall.
Valentina must use them to cook for the students.
A large cooking station that must prepare meals in bulk here. There's a set of cooking pots for cooking soup and the like. That's a wok, you uneducated ignoramus. There's a large stack of produce in the corner.
There's some wine here too.
That must be for the professors. They must serve the students at these meal plates. It's a shame they had to close the kitchen due to the investigation. You hungry, dude? Let's go get some fucking food.
The detect magic option is basically Celeste's luminol spray.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's a walk, you uncultured swine.
Exactly. Did I not call it a walk? Wait. Did I do a stupid? Oh my god. Look at this guy.
No, you did. I was parroting the sentiment.
Gotcha. I'm this guy. Oh my god, they are twins? They're red. They are red. They are red. They're red. There are two options here, my dude.
There are two.
There are either two redheaded twins, or there are two personalities in this one body. And if I get two for the price of one, Grandma, I'm fucking taking it!
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Look at her. Look. Listen. I can't control what I'm into. I can only listen to these whims.
Two for the price of one, Grandma.
Two for the price of one, Grandma. That's a quote. If you get it, you're old just like me. You are old school YouTube.
Could be someone in disguise. I just tuned in and I saw the smile that I fucking hate.
Hi, Nye. You're not James, you're Nye. James was already here. You two are identical twins, aren't you? You're both genetically identical to each other.
Terribly sorry, but I've already spent a lot of time looking for Jan here. I'm really behind on my work, but Jan was also nearby when he discovered the body. I'm sure he can answer your questions.
Bye. Jan Hughes. This guy looks like a discount gumshoe in the best way possible. I'm a janitor. Clean and do odd jobs here and there. Apparently that's all you have to say about that. Okay. Hey. He's not very helpful. Hey, what do you have to say about this cunt? It's easier not to think about it, that's fair. I have already read all these. Why is it saying I haven't read these?
Repario Arcanum.
Valerie mentioned that you were close to the lecture hall before they found Mr. Bellweather. What were you doing when the twins discovered the body? I was cleaning the halls. Bellweather knocked over a vase, and there were shards of dirt everywhere. You might have been the last person to see her alive. Did you see her when she was breaking the vase? Yeah, I think she went into that room over there. Honestly not sure. The more I was worried about cleaning the mess she made.
Funny enough, those sprites I put up had a planned mechanic similar to the detect magic. Being able to do a forensic scan overlays of scenes to find detailed info.
Okay, so she yelled at him to be quiet because she's a cunt. Sorry if I'm overusing that word, but like, A, I'm Scottish, so I'm allowed to use it, and B, she fucking is one. I don't feel bad this person died. I feel she should have died sooner. She had a bad relationship with just about everyone. Students, other teachers, I can't imagine any people who did get along with her. So yell at me when it was taking too long to get a job done. I hate to say it, but things are a lot more peaceful around her without her. It's blunt to say the least, but you can't exactly blame him for thinking that. Yeah, how old is this woman? 34! What a privileged piece of shit. Oh my god, these two are literally the exact same. Valentina mentioned something interesting. Did you tell her that Bellweather was going to fire the academy staff? Yeah, I remember that. What made you think she was going to do something like that? You know those arcane constructs in the library. Bellweather was the one that ordered them. Well, a few weeks ago I overheard the meeting she was having with the headmaster. From what I heard, she was planning to order more constructs and entirely replace the staff. That's fucked. God, she's such an asshat. Fuck that woman.
Currently in Ireland for a wedding actually. First time on this side of the pond.
Damn, it's kinda heartless, man. While I do want to catch the real murderer, I don't have much pity for people who abuse positions of power. Yeah, no, fuck that woman. Currently in Ireland for a wedding. I hope you have a good time. I'm distantly Scottish, unfortunately. I'm ashamed to admit. My grandmother is the last person in my family who was truly born in Scotland, but I take great pride in that. She was Scottish and my grandfather was English. So I'm just British. That's my ethnicity. I'm British. That's probably why I'm so annoying. Hey, you.
There's some Irish in my blood, too. Smiling face with smiling eyes, don't know any specifics, though.
Okay, can we finally talk to... Finally! Oh, look how sad he is. Willis? Jesus, dude.
My
Willis,
heritage
it's
is mostly
Celeste and
Sicilian,
Tyrion from the
but I
library,
don't look
remember?
it.
How are you doing?
As mentioned. Redhead.
Sorry, Wallace. But they found traces of
I
necromancy
have next
magic
to
on the
no
body.
clue about my heritage just because of my mom's side of the family.
I'm And because of that, they're going to push the case to trial. Whoops. I keep skipping the fucking shit.
Hey,
oh,
everyone.
buddy!
You have to drink water.
Thank you, Daycare Ladybot. Please calm down. I know that you're innocent. With that said, would you like me to represent you in court? Don't worry about that. For now, let's just focus on getting you acquitted. I guess it doesn't matter anyways. Not like I have anything else to lose. Oh, buddy. I was with you in the library the whole time. Why do they still think I'm a murderer? Makes no sense unless... You told the Inquisition, right? Did you tell them that I'm innocent? We did, but as we said before, there are traces of necromancy on the body. And with the state of the body, they believe she was murdered with a necromancy spell. Apparently, that makes you their prime suspect. Wallace, we heard about this type of magic you're studying. Don't worry. The headmaster explained this to us already. You want to use necromancy to become a doctor, right? I understand that you have reservations about talking about your magic, but in order to build a case for you, I need your spell compendium. I know, Eris already told us about that. That's why she gave us a blank one to attune to you. It's your life on the line. All we need is we need all the information we can get to help you. 10 minutes later. Nice. Following spells: Prestidigitation, Mend Wounds, Illusionary Disguise. Great! Revive, Animate Corpse, and Necrotic Blight. Neat! Neat, neat, neat. I want to have a conversation with Wallace Nightgrave. Prestidigitation I knew. Mend Wounds heals the wound of a target over time. Wounds on the target are magically healed. This spell cannot restore missing limbs, nor can it revive someone who's already died. Okay, so someone used Mend Wounds to close up her bloody wounds after she died, because it can heal the wound, but it can't revive her. So that's what the necromancy most likely was. Illusionary Disguise. Place an illusion on a target to completely change their visual appearance. Yep. Make them look 1 foot taller or smaller. Elements hidden by the spells are made invisible. Elements created by the spell are purely visual. You cannot make physical contact with them. Floods the target with life in an attempt to resuscitate them. It does not heal any wounds sustained. Results may vary. It cannot resuscitate someone who has been dead for more than a minute. And reanimate corpse. Animate, yeah, okay. I want to know about this one. Necrotic Blight pulls all the life energy from the target, resulting in instant death. This spell does not wound the target, nor does it leave any physical evidence. Now, I'm not saying I'm a murderer, but if I were in the world of Tyrion Cuthbert, I would be very, very interested in learning Necrotic Blight, because that's a cool-ass spell. You understand the reason why he's studying this type of magic, but the spells in his compendium are still pretty gruesome. Still a little terrifying that spells like this even exist.
Laughing face.
Sorry, I know it's been difficult. A long time ago, I showed my compendium to someone I trusted. After she saw my necromancy spells, she told everyone in the academy. It's also when Professor Bellweather started coming after me. I'm sorry, that must have been hard for you, but at least you had Eris. Yeah, I did. How did you and Eris become friends anyway?
Gotta go for now. Take care,
See
everyone.
you, James. Oh, a bit of a strange story. Sometimes the other students would steal the ID number off my locker. Then they'd switch it with one or another locker. They thought it was funny whenever the owner got angry with me. Iris had a bit of a reputation around the school. I'm not sure why, but everyone was scared of her, even the students from the nobility. Probably due to some baseless rumor. One day, someone switched my nameplate with hers. I was so scared when she approached me I couldn't even say anything. But she didn't get angry like the others. She just apologized and gave me back my nameplate. After that, she randomly started talking to me whenever she saw me. We became friends after that. That's nice. It's a good thing he was able to find a friend in a place like that. That's cute. So I have to ask, If it's caused you so much trouble, why are you still studying necromancy? I want to use it to become a doctor. The headmaster told us the same thing, but you could have just stopped after learning the healing spells. Why are you still learning spells that can steal people's life force and raise undead? Life and death are two sides of the same coin. That's the principle behind necromancy. The first undead was actually a failed attempt to resurrect a human using magic. Wow, I never knew that. Right now, basic necromancy can only heal injuries and wounds, but it can't do anything for the diseases or deformities. If I could just keep studying, I know I could create a new type of necromancy, one that can cure diseases and save lives. Aww. Exactly what you'd expect. After word got out that I was studying, Professor Bellweather would always target me. She'd start yelling at me for the smallest mistakes. She'd do that to some other students too. She'd focus on the ones that were poor like me. I'd wake up each day dreading the possibility that she'd notice me in the hallway. I know how to avoid her and stay out of the way, but sometimes she'd just come looking for me. I can't believe that after everything she did, she's just gone. Must have mixed emotions about what happened. I honestly don't know how to feel about it. To be honest, I always wish she would just disappear. But now that it's finally happened, I feel even more afraid. Even with Bellweather gone, his trauma will still probably linger. I'm starting to put things together now. Have you figured something out? Yeah, I just need to take some time to think.
In the words of Celeste, what a bitch.
That made me laugh so hard. I really wasn't expecting her to just go, what a bitch. Like, same. They wouldn't have a reason to do this unless the evidence heavily implicated him. How does the evidence implicate Wallace? He's the only person at the academy that's capable of high-level necromancy. A magical trace of illusion was found in the classroom. Yeah. Magical traces of necromancy on the body. This game has a little bit of Tangle Tower in it with that
I love
symbol.
Celeste so much.
She is good. This means that they were thinking of Wallace used one of his necromancy spells. Even without seeing the traces, it's pretty obvious that magic was used on the body. Right, because there aren't any wounds on it. And the autopsy report found no signs of poison or disease. They probably think she is necrotic light. That's where the contradiction lies. Let's suppose that Wallace did kill Bellweather with necrotic light. There's something that the crime scene wouldn't be there if that were true. The blood, I already know.
And Tangle Tower's predecessor game.
Yeah, Detective Grimoire, which I've played both of them. I'm so excited for the mermaid mask!
Same.
But then what really happened? That's the last piece, and if I had to guess, the information we need is being hidden by the witnesses who discovered the body. Let's do
Clover
that.
played Tangle Tower recently on my recommendation, and she ended up finding about the prequel before I did.
So she's a necromancer! Miss Dianis, did you know that there's a trace of necromancy on Bellweather's body? That's the thing. If that were true, a lot of the evidence doesn't make sense. I think someone else cast a spell on the body. Is it possible that you saw someone use magic on Bellweather? Alright, let's argue. Let's argue, cutie. Miss Ionis, from the very beginning, I've felt like you've been hiding something from us. Is there something that you're not telling us about?
What are you talking about?
I myself am also something of a necromancer. Wait. Not what they meant.
Miss Ionis, what you're saying and what you're thinking are clearly different.
Should I begin our arguments
Fuck.
like that?
Miss Ionis, it's clear to anyone how nervous you are. I can practically see the fear you're emanating right now. Just tell us the truth. It'll be a lot easier for the both of us. Fuck. You've already given your statement to the Inquisition. If the truth comes out, then what do you think they'll do when they realize you've lied to them? Who are you protecting, Miss Ionis? You can't hide the truth from us, Miss Ionis. You said that you've never even seen a necromancy spell before. If that were true, then why is the traces of necromancy on you? So either she's a necromancer,
Celeste, way to go, Tyrion. You won an argument. And you didn't even need to traumatize me about my dead dad this time.
you know what? He wanted to. She playing dumb. Why do you know that? Why doesn't Valentina know that the spell was on her was necromancy? The spell cast on Valentina healed her. Calm down, Miss Ionis. Not all necromancy spells are related to the undead. Healing spells are also from the school of necromancy. Okay, so her sister probably is a necromancer. Oh, I'm dumb. The spell wasn't from the murderer. The spell was from the sister who found the body. Valerie. Valerie's a necromancer.
Like man. I love that scene, and I find the fact it's framed as an argument hysterical.
Okay, yeah, so Valerie's a necromancer. Because Valentina went to find Jan or the whatever, and Valerie went straight to the body. So she probably used cure wounds, mend wounds, whatever, to try and heal Bellweather. Too coincidental. The wounds on the body were healed by an unknown person. The person who found the body is hiding the identity of the healer. They have to be the same person. Cool, let's do this. I actually want to keep going. Whoa! Who are you? You're making quite the pouty face. I can do that too.
It's evidence in the current case. Was she though?
Suppose it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
hello, Weisschnee.
I just know that I will bring the murderer to justice no matter who it may be. I love her. She's great. Steelwind is the best. Alright, it's time for the trial. Just take a deep breath and relax. Hi, Tyrion. Celeste, don't sneak up on me like that. Why are you so nervous? It's not as if this is your first time defending someone. I can't help it. There's something about this building that fills me with anxiety.
Precisely what I thought.
But it's too bad Ruby couldn't make it. I'd say you should calm down for Willis's sake, but...
Gross. I like Wallace. Does he have a dog named Gromit? Aww. Alright, here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Wallace Nightgrave. The prosecution stands ready, Your Honour. The defence is also ready. Very well, let's begin the proceedings. Prosecutor Steelwind, could you please list the charges?
The defendant is a student at Wyvengard Imperial Academy. Mr. Nightgrave is charged with first-degree murder, negligent misuse of the arcane arts, and
As
illegal
for the
practice of
argument
advanced
thing,
necromancy.
it's really funny when they stretch the meaning of a social mechanic in a game. Wallace is, to use a common parlance, a blurbo.
Your Honour, I would like to remind the court that they should view my client objectively. Of course, but one can easily see from the list of charges necromancy. Yeah.
Indeed, the crime occurred within the academy this morning. The victim is Catherine Bellweather, a professor at the school. Although there were no witnesses, traces of necromancy were detected on the body. Furthermore, the autopsy report shows that the body had no physical wounds. Necromancy is the only type of magic that can harm an individual without physically wounding them. Additionally, the alchemist's report shows no signs of poison or disease. Therefore, one can only conclude that the necromancer had committed the crime. As many of you know, necromancy is held under high scrutiny by the Crown. Aside from the defendant, no other student were permitted to learn advanced necrotic magics. As such, the defendant was the only mage in the building capable of committing that murder. To properly present our case, the prosecution would like to call Commander Orem White to the stand.
Hey, Gummy.
Commander White, please testify to the court about the Inquisition's findings.
Alright, let's do this.
It started when the City Watch got a call from the Imperial Academy. Someone was attacked, the whole building was put on lockdown. We put up a perimeter on the area and waited for the lockdown system to deactivate. When we finally got to the building, the prosecutor personally inspected the body and found traces of necromancy on it. No cuts or bruises on the body either. The body was clean. No, it wasn't. There are two pieces of evidence. We could conclude that the only one who could do it was the fucking necromancer, except
No, where the fuck is the autopsy report? Pool of blood, yep. Inquisition's testimony is just as you expected. You've already found and identified the holes in Steelwind's case. All you have to do is find that. Yeah. Hang on. I'm gonna have to reread that to make sure I got it right.
Objection!
Easy. Commander White, it appears that you've neglected to mention one key detail of the crime scene.
Yeah, and what's that?
During your testimony, you said that the entire body was clean. I will admit that there weren't any wounds on the body. However, the body was certainly not clean. At the scene of the crime, there was a large pool of blood located where the body was. This blood came from the victim's
I just
body,
realized the
and it was definitely not
Tyrion
clean like
Cuthbert
the
wiki
commander
is
testified.
practically blank K.
I mean, you can fix that. We could fix that once I beat the game. I'd like to remind the court of the prosecution's case against my client.
I would fill it, but I don't have time.
They're accusing him of murdering the victim using necrotic blight, a spell of which we do not have the physical ability to wound the victim. So why was there any blood at all? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The fact still stands, there were no wounds on the body, nor were there any reports of the poison or disease on the autopsy. There are clearly magical elements in this case. But Catherine Bellweather was bleeding profusely at some point. How else would there be bloodstains on the body? Do you have an explanation for that, Miss Steelwind? No, I'll admit the prosecution does not have an explanation for that. While I do find the circumstances questionable, all other evidence clearly points to the defendant. If the victim wasn't killed with necromancy, why was there a trace of it on the body? I'm glad you asked. I'd like to present a spell that could have left a trace of necromancy on the body. That's correct, Your Honour. Spells from the School of Necromancy can control the forces of death and life. Mend Wounds is in fact a necromancy spell. Now, I'd like the court to reconsider the following. What would happen if Bellweather was wounded and someone attempted to heal her using Mend Wounds? All of her wounds would disappear from the body.
Objection!
Do you honestly think that I'm incompetent, Mr. Cuthbert? Frankly, I'm a little insulted. What? The Inquisition is well aware of what happens when a mage attempts to save a victim using Mend Wounds. The healers arrived at the crime scene already confirmed the victim was long dead. None of them attempted to heal her. Well, what if someone tried to heal her and didn't report it? Please, none of the healers would have anything to gain by doing so. As a necromancer, the defendant could have easily carried out the described scenario. He could have cast Mend Wound on the victim after murdering her to confound the investigation. At the end of the day, the burden of proof is on you. But if you could just find out who healed the body, the case is yours. And whoever the healer is, Valentina definitely knows her. Your Honour, I will admit that I don't have any evidence to support my theory. However, I do believe that we can bring it to light. There may have been two people that witnessed someone casting magic on the body. Valentina and Valerie Ioannis, the sisters who discovered the body. This is nonsense. We already questioned the two witnesses extensively. If they had witnessed something like that, it would have come up in their testimony. If that's true, then you have nothing to lose by hearing their testimony. Very well. If you're so confident, let's hear the witness's testimony. It would seem the prosecution has no objections. However, if this line of questioning leads nowhere, I will see no reason to prolong this trial. Do you understand, Mr. Cuthbert? Of course, Your Honour. I want to see the girls! Why is there only one? Oh crap, it's that guy from before me too. Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court.
My name?
Witness, there's no need to be so nervous. We merely want to hear what you saw on the day of the murder. You mean Mr. Cuthbert? Does this man harass you, witness? Wait a minute. Look, I can't even be mad that she's straight up lying to me. Look how cute she is! She's so cute! Oh, shut up. Anyway, please state your name for the and occupation for the court. Rest assured, Miss Ioannis, in this court's room, you're protected from Mr. Cuthbert's harassment. I like how she even put it in quotes. Even Arya is aware, like, this is bullshit and you know it. Now please testify to the court on what happened that day.
I was walking with my sister in the West Wing when we noticed something in the classroom. We looked over to see what it was. That's when we saw Miss Bellweather bleeding on the ground. My sister tried her best to help her, but the professor had already lost a lot of blood. When my sister did that, I used the emergency communication device to call for help. It was already too late. By the time the bleeding stopped, she'd already lost too much blood.
If your theory is true, that means she just lied in her testimony.
She's definitely holding something back.
She definitely saw more than she's letting on. You need to prove that somehow. Where were you two coming from?
We came from the kitchen. We were taking a break after the lunch rush.
What did you see in the classroom, Miss Ionis? Did you notice anything else strange in the lecture hall?
Well, there was that terrible smell. It was awful. I just couldn't see because of how much it was tearing up. But other than that, I was mostly focused on the professor.
Makes sense. It would be hard to notice anything else. She tried to help her. Miss Ionis, how exactly did your sister try to help Miss Bellweather?
Oh, my sister used first aid to try and stop the bleeding.
I see. Could you please add that detail to your testimony?
Sure.
I don't think I have what I need yet. Your sister knows how Your sister knows how to use a first aid kit.
Yeah, it was covered in our training when we first started working. With all the nobles around, I guess the headmaster wanted to make sure we were prepared.
Well, my sister... Okay. A device? It's an artificery device that allows for long-range communication. Some of those devices are placed around the school during an emergency.
I see. So who did you contact? Wasn't sure, honestly. Could hear a lot of people talking on the other end.
That particular broadcast to the headmaster's office and the City Watch barracks. Imagine that's why the headmaster was able to activate the lockdown so quickly. I see. She's suddenly turned British. Whoops. I don't know which one. It's either Valentina's magical trace or mend wounds.
Objection!
It's not mend wounds. I'm fucked. There's no HP?
Objection!
Wait, there's no HP.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? Maybe I can elaborate, Miss Ionis. You weren't present in the gallery earlier, were you?
No, I was waiting in the lobby. Miss Steelman told me to wait there.
Well, I suppose I should consider myself lucky. You see, Miss Ionis, one key element of the case is that the body didn't have any wounds on it. So please explain to the court, Miss Ionis, how did Valerie apply first aid when there shouldn't have been any wounds on the body? Yeah, I already know it is. The witness was lying, Your Honor, but not about everything. Valerie Ionis did try to save the victim's wife by addressing her wounds, but she didn't use first aid. She used magic. Us? Are you both magical necromancers?
Objection!
Sorry, Mr. Cuthbert, but your theory is completely flawed. Well, it's quite simple. We already verified that neither of the sisters are mages. During the investigation, we had both the eyes to standard procedure for the Inquisition when interviewing witnesses. Fuck, look how cute she is. Were you wrong about Valerie being a mage then? No, that can't be. Oh my god! Oh my god! They did the Hawthorne
I think
thing!
they didn't add HP to avoid the extra hassle of players needing to save scum.
Well, that's the thing though, is that means I can just present everything to everything. I don't have to brain. I want to brain, but the reason why the Ace Attorney people added the thing was specifically to add consequence. Well, said he found us out. That means you were on the right track. That has to be the magic you were looking for. I know what happened. I know what happened. I know what happened. And you know why I know what happened? Because I played Bridge to the Turnabout. This Valerie is a mage. Valerie is in fact a mage. Valentina isn't. But because they look identical, Valerie just has to act like Valentina just had to act like Valerie and pretend to do it. So Valerie didn't actually touch the spell compendium. God, I'm a genius. Your Honor, the defense is clearly trying to buy time.
Hey, everyone. You have to drink water.
I knew it! I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I'm a genius!
Objection!
Miss Ionis, your thoughts betray you. What? You found the thought. They must have been something, but what?
Yeah, it adds more tension to be sure.
They were running and spinning! I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! Running and spinning. Her thoughts also said it's a good thing with twins. How did the twins trick the Inquisition? Valentina switched places with Valerie. Of course! During the investigation, both you and Valerie tuned to a spell compendium, am I correct? And how did we have you do this? Did you both attune to those compendiums at the same time, or did you attune one after the other? Fail to see how that makes any difference, Mr. Cuthbert. You may not be aware of this, Your Honor, but Valerie and Valentina are identical twins. That means that they have the same physical appearance and are nearly identical to each other. If Commander White didn't have them attuned at the same time, what would stop the twins from switching places with one another?
Objection!
That's clearly nothing but baseless conjecture. Odin wouldn't fail such a basic task. Really, Prosecutor? Are we about to insult him? Do you find it hard to believe that Commander White would fail? That's so mean. Then prove it, Miss Ionis. Bring in your sister and we'll have you attuned to 2 spell compendiums at the same time. Fucking called it! What I see is Commander White seeking a new employment in the near future. It appears the defendant was correct. Valentina isn't a mage, but Valerie Ionis is. What more, Valerie's spell companion contains the Mend Wound spell, which means the defense's theory is entirely plausible. Fuck yeah! Also, I know they're not going to show up together, but I want the twins next to each other so I can identify that they're the same. Yes, I know.
Objection!
Hey! I knew this wasn't gonna be that easy. Oh, did you see how cute that sprite was? Ah! Communication device that Valentina Ionis used. Yeah. 20 or 30 minutes before the body was found. Do you see the discrepancy, Mr. Cuthbert? I wonder, Mr. Cuthbert, how could one make a dead body move and walk around? No. Don't jump to conclusions. I have. Bitch! 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 The body didn't move. He was killed and then disappeared. Yeah, Jesus. Nice try, bitch. Damn. Wow, you really don't like her. So, yeah. Yeah, she's a freak. She showed up in the first case. She just kind of knows something. I don't like her. Lots of stuff, but I'm going to save it for Tuesday. Okay, apparently we're gonna go to a cemetery. Neat. But I'm gonna save that for Tuesday. So, Sunday, we're doing D&D. Yeah, we're doing D&D on Sunday now because school and work and stuff. So, tune in for that. We're gonna do... I don't know if it's gonna be the last episode of The Lore Keeper. It depends on how the players go. But I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Bye!